everyone, to Game 10 of Skatecationland 2026 between the Twin State Derby Vixens and the Harrisburg Area Roller Derby Nuclear Knockouts. I'm Bruce Willis.
And I'm Bruce Lee.
And we are your hosts for the next 60 minutes of roller derby, which will start in mere seconds.
Can't wait. Game 10, the biggest Skatecationland we have had to date.
And starting us off, we have number 302, Genghis Bond, jamming for Harrisburg, and number 50, Biohazard Jess, wearing the star for Twin State. Genghis Bond out first, lead goes to Harrisburg. And Harrisburg calling it off, picking up a quick 3 points, first blood to Harrisburg.
Quickly getting lead. Completing their initial scoring pass thanks to their powerhouse blockers, Hearst Power, Daryl D, and Bleeding Glory.
Eight-point jam for Twin State. Number 717, Hershey Bad, jamming for Harrisburg. Number 151, Smash Ketchum, wearing the star for the Vixens.
What do you think, a 20-point jam out of Hershey?
Well, let's find out, and they're off. Hershey Bad finding the outside line, takes lead for Harrisburg. Smash Ketchum also out of the pack. About a quarter of her track separates our jammers here. Smash trying an apex jump, knocked into the infield, drawn back by number 3-1. Missed it. 318. Hershey through for 4. Smash Ketchum also through the pack, 4 points for Twin State. And the C's part for Hershey up front, and jam called off. Number 318, Virginia, called for a forearm penalty, sent to the box, will sit for 30 seconds to start this next jam. That was an 8-point jam for Harrisburg, 6 for Twin State. Twin State 14, Harrisburg 11, 26 and a half minutes left to play.
And we've got Bertha Blue Blazes, 717 for Twin State. And Rabies, 530. Blazes completes their initial scoring pass. And we've got a star pass here from Harrisburg. Twin State racking up another 12 on that jam.
Biggest jam so far, Twin State 26, Harrisburg 11. Number 302, Genghis Bond, jamming for Harrisburg. Number 50, Biohazard, just wearing the star for Twin State. Genghis Bond drawing back, and it's Biohazard just making it through first. Lead goes to Twin State. Genghis Bond also through now, about 3/4 of the track behind. Jam called off. 2 points for Twin State, 1 for Harrisburg. Twin State 28, Harrisburg 12, 24 minutes left to play.
Next jammers up on the line are Taserface, 86 for Harrisburg, and Pale Raptor for Twin State. Pale Raptor coming out with the lead. Nice move on the outside line by Daryl. Pale Raptor making quick work through that pack. We've got a star pass. And Pale Raptor says that's enough.
We have a timeout, Harrisburg. I'd like to remind you all of our venue rules. No food or drink in the skating area. Trackside seating is at your own risk and is for those 18 years of age or older. Please do not place anything along the railings, including holding signs over, so they do not fall on the track, and overflow parking can be found along Chabot Street. Please do not park in any of the local businesses, as you may be towed. Also, if you liked the music that you heard before this game, that was courtesy of the extraordinary DJ F Major. You too can book DJ F for your next wedding, party, or corporate event. He also offers professional pop-up karaoke. For more information or to book an event, email djfmajor@gmail.com. That's DJEFFMAJOR@gmail.com. Jamming for Harrisburg's number 717, Hershey Bad, wearing the star for Twin State, number 151, Smash Ketchum. And Smash tiptoeing around the outside of the front straight, takes lead for Twin State. Coming back around again, looking to add some points. Hershey Bad is through for Harrisburg. Number 5-5, Air Rekka, called for a multiplayer block, sent to the penalty box. Harrisburg will start the next jam with one of their blockers in the penalty box. 4 points for Twin State. Twin State 48, Harrisburg 12, 22 minutes left to play.
Next on the jam line, we have Rabies. Love just saying that name, Rabies. And we also have Bertha Blue Blazes for Twin State. Got a bit of a jammer sandwich there on the line. And a star pass. And now the jammer for Harrisburg is Mary Chaos, but it quickly gets called off. Hey Bruce, did you know that Harrisburg had a coffee made for them?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they had a coffee made for them and it was called Murder Bear.
I wonder how it is.
I don't know, I've never had it.
Number 50, Biohazard Jess wearing the star for Twin State. Genghis Bond back out for Harrisburg. And Genghis Bond finding the outside line, but Biohazard Jess hot on their heels. And Genghis Bond screaming orders at her pack as they screech around the track. And both jammers through for 4 points. It's a foot race between our jammers here. Little jammer on jammer action. And Genghis sneaking and spinning around for 4.
Do not know how they just stayed on their feet.
Biohazard Jess also threw for 4, tit for tat on this jam. Biohazard Jess threw on the inside for Twin State. And 12 points each for our jammers. Hard fought from both teams. Twin State 63, Harrisburg 24, 19 minutes left to play the first half. Official timeout.
And during this official timeout, Maine Roller Derby would like to thank our officials, many of whom have traveled long distances to support this tournament. Officials keep Derby safe, fair, and fun. This game literally cannot happen without them. Special thanks to our head officials, Chemical Restraint, who is my Derby mama, and Candied Bacon, and our games tournament oversight officer, Dry White Toast. We have Pale Raptors starting with a power jam and quickly gets off the line. I've seen Pale Raptor play many times and I am always so impressed with them. And not to be forgotten, the powerhouse Twin State blockers, Horsepower, Daryl, Bleeding Glory, and Lynx on the track, helping get points for their jammer. Genghis Bond quickly making their way through the pack from the box.
Number 318, Dodginia jamming for Harrisburg. Number 151, Smash Ketchum jamming for Twin State. And they're off. Smash finding that inside line. Out first, lead to Twin State. And number 318, the Harrisburg Jammer, called for a track cut. We have a power jam for Twin State. And we'll have a jammer swap here. Number 151, Smash Ketchum, also called for a track cut. No.
It was rescinded. It was a no pass, no penalty because the blocker went down.
So power jam for Twin State remains. And 318 called for a back block sent back to the box. That's hard to say. And jam called off. Damage done. 8 points for Twin State. Harrisburg scoreless on that last jam. Twin State 83, Harrisburg 24, 15 minutes left to play.
And we've got 717 Blazes starting with a power jam. Quickly getting lead. Got Glory B playing some effective offense there for Blazes. And we've got Dodginia back in the box. Got Blazes calling it off. Freezing the jammer and a blocker in the box.
Yeah, Twin State icing 318 Dodginia in the penalty box. So power start for Twin State with Biohazard Jess wearing the star.
I think this is their third power start.
Nice offense from Twin State, creating a gap for Biohazard Jess around the inside of turn one. There's an apex jump, but knocked into the infield is Biohazard Jess, drawn back by number 52, Salton Decker. 318 Dodge Inya through the pack on their initial pass. But the jam is called off before they can make it around again. 4 points for Twin State. Twin State 99, Harrisburg 24.
And I think we have the two tallest jammers lined up against next to each other. Hershey Bad, who is one of my teammates with Casco Bay, and Pale Raptor for Twin State. Nice footwork on the inside line. Got Pale Raptor lead. And I'm reminded over here by the officials that Hershey and Daryl used to be teammates and they were going at it. And a call off leaves Harrisburg with 0 and Twin State with 9.
Number 151, Smash Ketchum, jamming for Twin State. Number 530, Rabies, wearing the star for Harrisburg. Rabies through for Harrisburg. Smash still stuck behind the tripod. Nice defense by Harrisburg. Smash finally make it through. Rabies calling the jam off, picking up 3 points for Harrisburg. Harrisburg 27, Twin State 108, 10 minutes left in the first half.
Next up on the jam line, we have Bertha Blue Blazes 717 for Twin State and 302 Genghis Bond for Harrisburg. Genghis Bond quickly getting lead with 2 Twin State in the box. And Daryl, quick on their feet, draws Genghis Bond back. Genghis calls it off, freezing 1 Twin State player in the box. Another one of my teammates, Fallon. Fallon, what did you do? A direction.
Taserface jamming for Harrisburg. And number 50, Biohazard Jess, jamming for Twin State. Taserface knocked out by number 603, Live Free or Die. And it's Biohazard Jess out first, lead to Twin State. And now Taser is through. Biohazard Jets calling jam off, adding 2 points to Twin State's tally. Twin State 110, Harrisburg 31.
Next up for Harrisburg as a jammer, we have Hershey Bad 717 and Pale Raptor 588 for Twin State. Blockers for Harrisburg this jam, Crash Gordon, Salton Decker. Nope, that's the last one. We've got the Spanish in collision, Mary Chaos, Madhouse, Mexi, Princess Leia. But it doesn't matter because Pale Raptor is out and lead. Keeping the Harrisburg jammer back, we've got Daryl D, Horsepower, Bleeding Glory, but there's a star pass. And now the Spanish in collision is the jammer, with Pale Raptor calling it off. 8 for Twin State, 0 Harrisburg. That brings us to 118, Twin State, 31 Harrisburg.
We've got Rabies out on the track. And number 151, Smash Ketchum for Twin State.
You're gonna have so much fun with that name, Rabies. And there was a false start at the jam start, which is not a penalty if you yield. And that skater did yield, so they get to stay on the track.
Number 110, Crash Gordon, called for a back block, and Smash Ketchum called for a high block. We have a power jam for Harrisburg. And jam called off, icing the Twin State jammer in the box. We'll have a power start for Genghis Bond on this next jam.
And we've got the Peanut Gallery of Maine Roller Derby announcing there is a power start for Genghis Bond. Genghis Bond now has a fan club. I'm one of those fans. Woo. Little tiny baby apex jump gets Genghis Bond through the pack again. Quickly followed by Smash Ketchum. And a tumbling call-off ends that jam by Genghis Bond. You did get points. You got points.
12-point jam for Harrisburg. Twin State 118, Harrisburg 43, 4 minutes left to play. Number 50 has jamming for Twin State, Hershey Bad, back out wearing the star. And they're both out of the pack very quickly, but it is lead to Twin State. Quick jam, 1 point. 1 point for Twin State, but 2 for Harrisburg.
Love to see it. Hershey and the Twin State jammer giving each other high fives at the end.
Twin State 119, Harrisburg 42.
Yes, we do want Rabies. We want Rabies through that pack. But it is Pale Raptor getting lead this time. star pass here. But before Crash Gordon can get any points, Pale Raptor calls it off.
Genghis Bond back out for Harrisburg. Smash Ketchum wearing the star for Twin State. And it's Genghis Bond out first, lead to Harrisburg. 4 points for Harrisburg, closing the gap. Harrisburg 46, Twin State 121. Minute 45 left on the clock.
And we've got a 7-1-7 matchup on the jam line. Hershey Bad and Bertha Blue Blazes.
And Twin State's calling for an official review.
Now is as good a time as any to thank all of the volunteers that helped make this tournament possible. We had probably close to 100 volunteers. I'm hearing Titanic being chanted from the crowd. Did you know that Pale Raptor is a troll collector?
I heard that.
Whole room dedicated to trolls.
Are any of them haunted or cursed? Are they cursed?
I don't think so.
Good.
Thank you, Jim Vernier, for being here all weekend. Being the best photographer Maine Roller Derby could ask for. Thank you for deleting all of the bad pictures of me and not posting them. Bertha Blue Blazes quickly out of the pack, followed by Hershey Bad. And what was that official review, Bruce?
Twin State was requesting that there be a low block called on the Harrisburg jammer. The officials reviewed and did not have enough information. Their challenge was unsuccessful. They lose their challenge.
Gotta try.
And we got Rabies out on the track again with Biohazard Jess jamming for Twin State. And it is Haz that is out first. But called for a track cut. Sent to the penalty box as a power jam. Sorry, a multiplayer block for Biohazard Jess. And we had a star pass to Taserface. Taserface now wearing the star for Harrisburg. Number 603, Live Free or Die, called for a forearm penalty. 2 white players in the box.
And this jam will go 2 minutes because of that star pass.
Taserface through for 4. Biohazard Jess out of the box and through their initial. Felon of Troy, number 1000, sent to the box for a directional penalty. Number 8, Blair Knuckles, called for illegal contact, sent to the box. That box is a revolving door this jam. And Biohazard Jess through for 4.
Chance of 4 more points from Harrisburg. Let's see if their jammer can do it. Now they're negotiating. Just 2, just 2.
And with that whistle, that is halftime. We will be back in 15 minutes to see how this game shakes out. I'm Bruce Willis.
And I'm Bruce Lee.
We'll see you in a bit.
Sorry for my heavy breathing here. Like
Well, it's-
ram crutched over here.
Yeah, it's not like you have to use crutches to get here. All right, welcome back to Game 10 of Skatecationland 2026. This is the last game, the last half of the tournament. Currently, Twin State Roller Derby 130, Harrisburg Area Roller Derby 64, 30 minutes left to play. Number 302, Genghis Bond jamming for Harrisburg. Pale Raptor out wearing the star for Twin State. And they are both out early, but lead goes to Harrisburg. No points scored on that last jam. Score sits 130, Twin State, Harrisburg 64.
Next up on the jam line, we have Bertha Blue Blazes 717 and Taserface 86 for Harrisburg. And Bertha gains lead this time. And Blazes goes down hard but gets back up. Calling it off as Harrisburg star passes. And my friend, my pal, Shreddy Bear would like to let everybody know that after this game in the parking lot, there is a surprise. Am I allowed to say what the surprise is? I can't see her, she's so little. And yes, I can say what the surprise is. It's a parachute. It's a giant parachute. Remember those days in gym class when you would get that big old parachute out and you'd flop it up and then run underneath it? That's what the surprise is. And I've done it. You should do it.
Number 717, Hershey Bad wearing the star for Harrisburg. 151, Smash Ketchum jamming for Twin State. Hershey found that line but was knocked out by Felon of Troy and drawn back to the start line. In the meantime, Smash Ketchum out first, lead to Twin State. Hershey now through. And jam called off. 3 points to Twin State. Twin State 137, Harrisburg 64, 27 and a half minutes left to play.
Quick out of the pack, we have Genghis Bond. quick call off. Earning them 2 points, 0 for Twin State.
Cheers for Tugboat from the crowd.
But he has to remain impartial, although we know he loves it.
Number 86, Taserface, jamming for Harrisburg. Pale Raptor back out for Twin State. Pale Raptor out first, lead to Twin State. Number 52, Salton Decker called for a forearm sent to the penalty box. Will sit 30 seconds. And number 110, Crash Gorin with the star pass. Jam called off. 12 points for Twin State on that last jam. Twin State 149, Harrisburg 66, 25 minutes left to play. Timeout, Harrisburg. Let's give our officials a shout out here during this timeout. We'd like to thank Officially Mel, Tony Baloney, Cinder Elbows, Emma Goldmangle, Tugboat, WEB Destroys, Heather, Gene Knockout, Ragin' Cajun, Kung Fu Manda, Twisted Throttle, Bunny, Dutch, Rex Blocker, Liver Spot, Candied Bacon, and India.
And fun fact, Twisted Throttle, one of our OPRs, their home league is Twin State. MBD crossing enemy territory, quickly gets shooed away. Got a battle of the 717s on the jam line again. And we've got Twin State out first, but Hershey Bad quick out. And 1 point for Twin State, 0 for Harrisburg on that jam.
Number 530, Rabies jamming for Harrisburg. Number 151, Smash Ketchum jamming for Twin State. And Smash Ketchum out first, lead goes to Twin State. Smash Ketchum called for a penalty sent to the box. Called for a track cut. We have a star pass. Blair Knuckles, number 8, now wearing the star for Harrisburg. This jam will go the full 2 minutes. Smash release from the box. We're now even on jammers out on the track. Number 55, Air Recca, called for a forearm penalty for Harrisburg, sent to the box. Smash back around again, looking to add to their tally. That jam goes the distance. 7 points for Twin State, 4 for Harrisburg. Twin State 157, Harrisburg 70, 22 minutes left to play.
We've got a new jammer on the line for Twin State. We have 275 horsepower against 302 Genghis Bond. Offense by Twin State, opening up that outside line just in time for points and a call-off.
Number 588, Pale Raptor jamming for Twin State. Number 86, Taserface jamming for Harrisburg. And one to beat for Pale Raptor. Pale Raptor through, lead Twin State. Nice little spin move there by number 530, Rabies. And jam called off due to the rabies scare.
And oh, look who just left the track. It's number 413, Nemesis or Nemi. Do you know that Nemi is a horse gal? But not just any horse gal, a hobby horse gal.
I don't know what that means.
Horses on sticks.
Oh.
Another battle of the 717s with Blazes getting lead. But as always, Hershey Bad right behind them.
Smash Ketchum jamming for Twin State. Genghis Bond jamming for Harrisburg. And Genghis out first. Lead goes to Harrisburg. And Smash bowling over the Harrisburg defense. Jam called off. And Genghis Bond able to pick up 2 points for Harrisburg. Harrisburg 72, Twin State 169, 18 minutes left in the half.
Cheers for Manic for fixing the track for us during this game. Horsepower gains lead for Twin State. Making quick work of that outside line. Blocker 1680 Daryl on the Harrisburg jammer. And Horsepower calls it off after their friends get out of the box.
Number 717, Hershey Bad jamming for Harrisburg. Number 588, Pale Raptor jamming for Twin State.
But yes, they are tall.
They are tall, that's what I was thinking.
And we have a Raptor on Maine roller derby as well, but they are small.
They're not tall.
Not tall.
Pale Raptor out first, lead to Twin State. Hershey through, called for a penalty, will sit 30 seconds for a cut. Raptor through for 4. And around again goes Raptor. Hershey out of the box, even on jammers. And Hershey fighting their way through. And jam called by Twin State. 11-point jam for Twin State. Harrisburg 72, Vixens 188.
This is the third game each for Twin State and Harrisburg this weekend.
Official timeout.
You will get more roller derby after this official timeout, I promise. And are you interested in joining Maine Roller Derby as a skating member official, or are you looking to learn more about the sport? Join us for our first summer boot camp program tomorrow, because today's Sunday. Come Monday nights, June and July at the Portland Expo. Tomorrow, June 15th, is the first one. We'll introduce you to the sport of roller derby by teaching you some basic skills, playing games, and having fun. I would dare say we have a lot of shenanigans with Maine Roller Derby. This is a great opportunity to meet current members of Maine Roller Derby and work on your skating skills before trying out for the Fresh Muscle program in early September. All are welcome. Check out more on our website, mainrollerderby.com/bootcamp for more details. And we've got Genghis Bond 302 out of the pack, earning lead for Harrisburg. Getting a quick 4 and calling it before Blazes can make it to their scoring pass.
Taserface jamming for Harrisburg, Smash Ketchum for Twin State.
You wouldn't know it by looking at the way that Smash is still jamming so voraciously, but this is their third game of the weekend, and they still have so much to give.
Number 5-5, Air Rekka called for a multiplayer block sent to the penalty box. Smash through first. Lead goes to Twin State. Taserface also in the box. The power jam for Twin State. Number 8, Blair Knuckles, sent to the box for a multiplayer. Taserface out of the box, through the pack. Now eligible to score. Jam called off before Taserface could add any points for Harrisburg. Twin State 196, Harrisburg 76. 12 minutes left to play.
Got some jammer games going on at the start with 275 horsepower with Twin State and 717 Hershey Bad for Harrisburg. Horsepower is lead. Calling it off before Hershey can get any points. Got 8 going to the box for a late low block call. I've only shadowed officials a few times, but sometimes you gotta replay things in your mind a few times before you really understand what just happened.
Genghis Bond jamming for Harrisburg, Pale Raptor for Twin State. Raptor out first, lead goes to Twin State. Genghis Bond also to the pack, about a half a track behind. And jam called off. 1 point for Twin State. Twin State 199, Harrisburg 76. Sorry, 2 points for Twin State, and Twin State reaches the bicentennial mark.
Seven Blazers making quick work through the pack on the outside line to get lead. And it's almost like they didn't even see Blazers come through that time on their scoring pass. Got another Harrisburg blocker in the box. Nice footwork by Blazers, keeps them inbounds.
New blocker out there, number 30, Mary Chaos, jamming for Harrisburg. Number 151, Smash Ketchum, jamming for Twin State. We have official timeout.
They never did. You get the trifecta. Lead, ball, no initial. Yep, black ball. And no initial. Trifecta. No penalties. You don't even need to put anything there. Because they didn't even make it over. You can call it any time.
And there was an official timeout to clarify what just happened. It is something rare, and I don't understand it, and I just heard it. So apparently what happened on that last jam is that Harrisburg gained lead without making an initial pass.
That's
and
what I
that is
heard
what
too.
is rare, and I don't get it. I'll have someone explain after the game.
Power lead jammer for Twin State. Hershey Bad in the penalty box for a track cut. So it's a power jam for Twin State. Genghis Bond, number 302, jamming for Harrisburg. Number 588, Pale Raptor, jamming for Twin State. And spin move by Pale Raptor on the outside of the front straight. Lead to Twin State. Genghis Bond through the pack, coming back around at speed. But jam called off. Genghis Bond getting 1 point and celebrating as they make their way back to the bench.
Harrisburg blockers holding 717 back on the track are Crash Gordon, Mary Chaos, Madhouse Mexi, and Princess Leia. Taserface pushed Blazes outside of the track. Hard fought lead for Blazes. Taserface trying to make their way through, but Blazes calls it off.
3.5 minutes left to play. Twin State 227, Harrisburg 81. Smash Ketchum back out, wearing the star for Twin State. Hershey Bad jamming for Harrisburg. Number 110, Crash Gordon in the box for a low block. Harrisburg will start one blocker down. Number 603, Live Free or Die, called for a multiplayer block for Twin State, sent to the penalty box. Looks like Smash out first is the lead. Both jammers on a foot race, but Jam called off before they could make it back to the pack. No points scored. 2.5 minutes left to play. What do you think, Bruce? One more jam or two more jams?
I think there might be 3 more jams.
3?
I think so.
Interesting.
2 minutes and 10 seconds is a long time in Derby. I think this might be a hit it and quit it kind of situation here. Oh, and it is as Genghis Bond goes down. You know,
Two points for Harrisburg on that last round.
there is something missing in this announcer's packet that was so thoughtfully and carefully made for us. It is an acknowledgement of our tournament organizer, Cinder Elbows, because she made this packet, and of course she's not going to thank herself, but I would like to thank her for all of the work that she has put into this tournament to make it a success.
And Hershey Bad out of the pack first, lead to Harrisburg. And Pale Raptor called for a high block. We have a power jam in favor of Harrisburg. Hershey through the pack for 4.
Is this it? Is this one of her 20-point jams?
And Hershey through again. 4 more for Harrisburg. And around she goes, Hershey, 4 more.
Fighting so hard to get those last 4 to get 20.
And that's our unofficial score. And with that last jam, Hershey Bad picking up 19 points for Harrisburg, crossing the century mark. Unofficial score, Twin State 231, Harrisburg 102. Join us down by the scorekeepers table here in a couple minutes for your MVPs for Game 10 of Skatecationland. Thank you for all who came out and supported this tournament. Give us just a couple minutes and we'll have your MVPs.